set us up for any momentum trades if we see any. But we are scalping here, as opposed to maybe position trading or day trading or whatever different concepts there are out there. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat, and in a minute or two, you'll see the levels that we just gave. We'll print them up in the chat so you will see them visually. And those are like a guideline to the day. We can add to those, subtract from them, delete some of those. We just never know what kind of day we're going to have on any given day, how volatile or not, what opportunities the market is going to present us. On average, we focus in on the 5 trades a day. That's what we're looking for, and we focus more in the morning hours to give us those opportunities. So those are the areas that we focus in on, these levels, in addition to, like I said, any price action opportunities that might occur once the market paints some bars. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask in chat. All right, market last couple of days, and we're going to take a stab and say probably tomorrow as well. Going to be a little bit slowish, on the slowish side, only because of obviously holiday weekend in the United States with Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday when the markets are going to be closed. And obviously Friday is going to be open, but it's going to be a very light trading day, and probably tomorrow as well. But we are scalping these markets, looking for opportunities. Sometimes we'll get a few opportunities in a day, and sometimes our trades are going to be limited. But on average, we probably would say we come around about 4 to 5 trades a day. And like I said earlier, we focus on the morning hours to give us those opportunities to trade. Good morning there, Mike. See the levels in the chat. As far as any numbers are concerned, there's a Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index coming out here at the top of the hour at 9 o'clock. There are a couple other Fed speaks. Well, there's one more Fed speak at 10 o'clock. And there's some auctions that'll affect the financials at 10:30 and at 12. 2-year and a 7-year auction. Bond market has stayed in this the 10s are yielding around 375. A little bit higher than that, but hanging in there at that level. As the market slowly ticks down, we got a little support down at the 69 area. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. If you were trading with us yesterday, you got our levels. I think the 40 area was our low of the day. Got right down to it and bounced right back up if you had any orders in there. Took no heat on that, and that was a low of the day and a nice rotation off of it if you were just trading the levels. If you're going to trade the afternoon levels, are probably the only thing that I would trade. Price action opportunities are going to be scarce. In addition to, they just don't hold the same weight as they do, especially on the holiday weekends, on the weeks. They just seem to not have the same effect, and simply because the volatility is not there, not for anything else. All right. Market kind of drifting around here a little bit. As you can see, trying to stay above that range from yesterday. Tight little range yesterday. Just eked up above it here this morning. See what it wants to do. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. And I won't. We'll try to have the levels up here tomorrow morning. I don't know if we'll try to get levels out before we leave. I will not be here tomorrow, I got a family commitment in the morning, believe it or not. And so I won't be here. So I just want to wish everybody here a very happy Thanksgiving if you're in the United States and celebrate. It's always a nice time of the year with holidays and everything. So I just want to wish everybody here Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family time if you get it. Hopefully you do. And obviously we'll get back here on Monday. As you know, Friday again, the volatility and the volume is going to be exceptionally light, so not recommended to trade it unless the only reason the markets are even open is there's a rule in the United States of markets can't close for more than 72 hours at a time. It's kind of this unwritten rule in the exchanges, especially the stock exchange, that you can't close for more than 72 hours at a time, because God forbid, you miss some geopolitical situation that might occur. You gotta have liquidity in the market. So there's this rule. So that's why, even though we should be taking off on Thursday, and so the exchange should close on Thursday, to be honest with you, but obviously they're not going to, and that's kind of the rule, is that there's a rule that you can't close more than 72 hours in advance, or more than 72 hours in a row, I should say. All right, again, we have a Richmond Fed coming out, and also from some Fed speaks at 10 o'clock. And you never know what these Fed guys could say, and what weight they give to each one of these Fed governors. You never know. Voting member, non-voting member, blah blah blah. Who's been there the longest? Who's got who can talk to whom? Who can listen to whom? All these stupid, ridiculous things. You can see here bond market popping up here a little bit. The only problem with the bond market is simply, the Fed controls the short-term yields, and that's why you're looking at a inverted yield curve of about 72 basis points, which we said yesterday was about the longest or biggest spread in like 40 years. And the last time that happened, there was obviously a recession. Usually an inversion of yield curve transcribes the recession in the United States anyway, with the yields to 2s to 10s. So we'll see if that happens again. Obviously, there's a lot of, with the interest rates flying up as much, as high, as quickly as they are, and inflation, pretty good clip. You never know what's going to happen. We do have a little support here at 69 if you're trading. Again, trade smaller. The holidays, you don't want to get yourself in too much trouble, especially because there's opportunity is going to be lacking, so you don't want to overtrade, that's for sure. Again, if anybody